What's up, guys? I'm back. It's May 18th, and I decided to grind out some more videos today. And the video I wanted to make today was another update on Quant Network. You can see this is my last video I made in Quant Network on March 25th, which has my channel record of 1,000 views. I didn't think that would happen. So, if you want to learn about the project of Quant, I went through it here. Back then, at this day, I barely knew how to explain quants. Like, I thought it was a good project, I invested in it, but now I understand it much better, and I've invested a lot more money in around the same range of dollars. I made Quant my biggest bag in my portfolio, surpassing the amount of Bitcoin I have in USD. I have double the amount of USD quants than BTC now. I was never super confident in BTC. Well, no, I am very confident in Bitcoin, but I was saying a couple days ago, like, it's just kind of boring to invest in Bitcoin, but Bitcoin will always go up. But that's another topic for another time, maybe in my next video. So, yeah, I made this video on March 25th, and I just wanted to say you can check this out if you want a more detailed approach on what the Quant Network project is. But let's say I predicted Quant to be in $100 range. I said that in the comments, or I said that in the description of my last Quant video. So we'll see if it can get there. My time range is getting slow or getting tight. I don't got a lot more time to hit that $100 range, but I think it'll be there very soon. So this last video I made, it was at 39, and we check it now. It's got a nice gain to 62. A lot of people on Twitter were saying, "Oh, Quant's $40 stablecoin." Those people are not smart. No, I'm kidding. They probably got like a 5x in like Dogecoin or Shiba, but that's a risky play. Trusting in quants is not, because if you watch the video, you'll see why quants is so good. And I'm going to go over some of the recent news that may or may not have influenced this leg up in price, because there wasn't massive news. There's like some pretty bullish news in my opinion, but for the amounts quants has been ranging, like, we knew this was going to happen. So I don't know what people are thinking. Like, quants just going to keep going insane. So it was at 40 for a long time and got that nice boost. And then somehow Quant is still not in the top 100. If I type in quants, it's at 118 right now, according to CoinGecko's ranks, and it's still under 1 billion market cap. And if you see, I actually just made a little tweet about quants. This is what I said about Quant Network. It's my biggest bag. I already have FOMO of not having enough, but it's gone up a little bit. Obviously, every project has some small failure, but I honestly think a 10 billion market cap can happen 85% of the time within the next year. And a 100 billion market cap, that's if everything goes perfect for quants. People are building dApps on the ledger. Central banks are using their technology. 25% chance. I think that can hit the market cap at 100 billion. Even if that's not happening, I can put it there. Like, why is XRP so high? Why is Cardano so high? Basically because of potential, right? Well, I don't know. I don't study those projects super hard, but combination of hype and use of quants can get it there. Either one of them, actually. Use is more likely because the hype hasn't been hitting quant hard, but as more developments come, I think quant can get pretty hyped. So then some of the other news that was happening for quants, on May 10th, they released the Ledger 2.0, providing interoperability to Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin mainnets. So this is nice. I still can't explain this perfectly because I'm just not a blockchain or crypto master. So this is the link they posted, and they have release notes and developer guides. So what's new? There's basically two features to Quant Network, like what they do. One is the payment methodology. They're trying to be technology that central banks use for central bank digital currencies, so different blockchains can pay each other. So they have new APIs to prepare payment transactions, whatever, all the stuff for ledgers and transactions, which is amazing, obviously. And then they have the second part about building dApps on the network and developers to use the network. So they now have access to Overledger B1.5 and B2.0. So people can make dApps on there. Sorry, it stands for decentralized apps. Or MDAP. I don't know what M stands for actually. And then the next thing they sent out was the developer's guide. So I just looked at the release notes, and now they sent this developer's guide, which is this one. And the key thing in this is they still are talking about the utility of the token here. So if you want to be a developer in Quant Network, you will need to have a Quant wallet, because the Quant address is where the treasury will take the Quant tokens from for the use of the Overledger network. So you have to have Quant tokens to use the network. Like, this is the main reason why this coin is going to go up so much, because if people want to use this, they have to buy the Quant token. And they're going to have to hold that token then for X months, I don't know, years. If a bank or a government wants to use the network, that's a massive amount of money pouring in, along with retail investors too. So, well, not even retail, we don't need them, but if this gets hyped, I'm sure people will ape into it, along with the utility of all the banks, all of the developers that would want to use these tokens. So that's one thing that recently has been good news for Quant, that they're developing that. And the second thing is that they're on Coinbase custody now. So this just came out of nowhere. They're not really grinding exchanges if you've been following Quant's network. They're pretty low key, which I think is good, because a lot of these crypto projects are hyping themselves up. They're trying to get on exchanges, but Quant is just putting their head down and grinding on their projects, because I don't care if they hype it. Like, I just want their project to succeed in the future. Their goal is to partner with governments, banks, and have this insane network, which I don't need them to be on Binance. I don't need them to be on whatever. I just need the projects to succeed in the future. And I think they're doing that. They're not spending money hyping or advertising their coin, because they know they don't need that. And they recently got in Coinbase custody, which is not really a hype move, but it's a move because this shows that institutions will have demand. I'm not a master at Coinbase custody either, but it basically means Coinbase custody is where institutions go if they want to hold a large amount of these tokens safely. So Coinbase provides them security, and they back their coins in this custody account for large institutions that want to buy a ton of these coins, or large amounts of fiat in these coins. So that's very bullish news. That means that there's going to be demand, or at least Quant thinks there's going to be demand, at least if there's not demand already, which is why they're on Coinbase custody. So that's big news that this token might be used soon in the future. And yeah, so right when this news happened, it took a little bit for the coin to, a couple hours after, or no, like one day after the Coinbase custody release, that was when the coin first jumped. And I got my bag 3/4 filled right before that. Then it jumped right after, so I was kind of mad at him. So I filled my bag fully right after that small jump. I think it go down. Yeah, 58. So we're sitting at 58 right now. It was at 62 like 10 minutes ago. So that's kind of annoying, but whatever. This will hit probably 1K pretty soon, honestly. Within the year, it'll hit 1K, I think. One day. So yeah, that's my upgrade on Quant Network. I think it's still good to invest in. As I tweeted, I'm FOMOing right now. I don't know if I should invest more in this, because I already got a bag pretty full at price of $40, and I think this can take off pretty soon. Let me know what you think. If you watched my last video, drop a comment. Do you see any flaws in this project? I don't see any flaws, and I don't see why this market cap won't be multi-billion by the end of the year. it can survive bear markets too. As we saw these recent dips, Elon Musk like tweeting and destroying the markets. That does nothing to quant at all, because nobody's selling quant. As quant holders know, any retail people holding quant know what it's going to do, and that it's not going to, like, this long-term hold is going to be very successful with quant. So let me know if you see anything bad in quants. Like, there's nothing I can see that's bad about Quant Network, except that the only negative is, like, you can't triple your money in one day like you can do in Shiba. That's literally the only negative. So let me know what you think about Quant Network, and we'll be back soon if it dips. So thanks for watching.